Hello, everyone. Today, we're diving into a fascinating article titled Artists Build Secret Room in Mall. This story explores how a group of artists secretly built an apartment inside a shopping mall and lived there for years without being detected. We'll look at how they managed to do it, why they did it, and what happened when they finally got caught. Let's get started. Before we move forward, let's take a moment to reflect. Sometimes the most creative ideas come from the most unexpected places. Turning unused spaces into hidden living areas might seem impossible, but it can sometimes go unnoticed for years. This brings us to the concept of hidden spaces and urban exploration. Sometimes people find unused spaces in cities, empty buildings, abandoned train stations, and even secret rooms in malls. In this story, a group of artists discovered an empty space inside a U.S. shopping mall and decided to turn it into an apartment. They lived there off and on for years, creating a secret world hidden right in plain sight. It's a reminder that even in the most familiar places, there are still secrets waiting to be found. Do you think it would be fun or dangerous to live in a secret room inside a shopping mall? Hidden spaces in cities have always fascinated urban explorers. For years, a group of artists secretly lived in an apartment they built inside a U.S. shopping mall. They used building materials to create a hidden room with electricity, furniture, and a locked door. Although it was meant as an art project, it lasted much longer than expected. They lived there off and on for 4 years before finally getting caught. When they were discovered, many people, including the police, found it more amusing than criminal. Their story became so popular that it was even turned into a movie. It's a unique example of how creativity and curiosity can lead to extraordinary adventures. Now, to understand this article better, we need to familiarize ourselves with key vocabulary. We'll go over 3 important expressions, learn their meanings, and see them in action with example sentences. Let's start with the word aughts. This noun refers to the first decade of the 21st century, from the year 2000 to 2009. In the article, the secret room was built during the mid-aughts. Here is an example. Many tech startups were founded during the aughts, setting the stage for today's digital landscape. Next, we have devious. This adjective describes someone who is clever but also tricky or dishonest, especially in achieving goals. In the article, the artists were described as devious for secretly building an apartment without permission. Here is an example. The plan to sneak into the event without tickets was devious but surprisingly effective. Finally, let's look at vacate. This verb means to leave a place, making it empty. In the article, the artist Michael Townsend had to vacate his apartment when the building was turned into luxury condos. Here is an example. The tenants were asked to vacate the building by the end of the month. Now that we've explored the main themes and vocabulary, let's reinforce our understanding with a summary dictation exercise. Listen carefully and fill in the blanks. Malls try to create welcoming environments, but they don't want people hanging out there 24/7. However, that's just what a group of artists did in one mall in the U.S. Without permission, they built a secret apartment and avoided detection, living off and on in the building for several years. Finally, one of them was caught after showing the place to a friend. He was arrested and banned from the mall, but was allowed back this year when a movie about the apartment premiered at the mall's cinema. Let's check the answers and review what each word means. The first answer is welcoming. It describes a place that feels friendly and inviting. The second answer is hanging out. It means to spend time relaxing or socializing somewhere. The third answer is detection. It means being discovered or noticed. The fourth answer is off and on. It describes something that happens intermittently or not continuously. The fifth answer is arrested. It means being taken into custody by the police. Well done, everyone! Today, we explored how a group of artists turned an empty space in a mall into a secret apartment. We learned how they lived there for years, avoiding detection, and even inspired a movie. Now, I want you to think about this. Do you think that loitering, non-customers hanging out in a business, is a big problem for malls in your country? Why or why not? We'll discuss your thoughts in our next session. Until then, happy reading!